HRDO had just been established, but we had not done anything yet.
صرف HRDO صرف به وجود آمده بود اما هیچ فعالیتی را ما انجام نداده بودیم.
Bisharat was there. The doctor was there. Salim was there. Zaman was there.
خب که در اونجا آقای بشارت بود و دکتر بود و سلیم و زمان.
And then on the 2nd of May 2009 we had our first training.
من زهرا یگانه هستم از افغانستان.
This is Mustafa Kamal Jatra.
Hello, my name is Darika and I'm from Kyrgyzstan.
Mohammed Wasim. I'm from Pakistan. I live in Lahore.
My name is Dalia Basyuni. I am from Egypt.
I'm Yalmar from Bolivia and Germany, and I work with the Theater of the Oppressed, mainly in Afghanistan.
My name is Khudadat Bisharat. I am from Afghanistan.
My name is Niusha Fadai. I'm from Iran. I'm practicing TO with children with labor and street children.
I am Sanjay Ganguly from India, practicing theatre in the community.
My name is Samuna Kesi. I'm from Nepal and I represent a group named Freelancers Nepal.
Welcome you to a long regional conference in Kabul, Afghanistan. This gathering is the first of its kind in Central, South Asia and Middle East to bring human rights practitioners from across the region with the aim of to meet, share experience and discuss challenges and opportunities in the region, especially through the eyes of women. For HRDO, it is a wonderful honor to host this historical event in Kabul to contribute to the strengthening of human rights and promote the respect for women's rights in the region. During this long week gathering, we have the following important programs. 1. 2 days Theater of Oppress conference. 2. 3 days Theater of Oppress workshops. 3. 1 day regional conference on women's rights.
برای من میگن تو حق نداری.
I'm an Afghan woman. Somebody says that you don't have any right.
میگه تو حق گپ زدن نداری.
He said you can't speak.
میگه تو حق نداری حتی از خانه بیرون شوی.
You don't have the right to go outside.
میگن حق نداری کار کنی.
You don't have the right to work.
میگه تو حق نداری انتخاب کنی.
You don't have the right of choose something.
ریشه مشکلات ما در کجاست؟
What is the root and the cause of this problem?
چرا همه از من ظلم میکنن؟
Why all the people are against me and oppressed me?
چرا؟
Why?
آیا فکر میکنین کدام راه حل هست؟
What do you think? Is there any solution?
Theater of Oppress, one of the most important forms of the participatory use in the world. Founded by the Augusto Boal, who is from Brazil. It was developed to bring ordinary people together in order to create a space for dialogue, ultimately empowering and mobilizing environment based on the values of freedom, integrity, and mutual. We also practice TO in Afghanistan to mobilize the most vulnerable groups to empower and network them for grassroots change.
Tom from Englistan. I'm Zaman Khushnam from Afghanistan.
خاطر صفی هستم از افغانستان.
شیما گانگولی and I am from India.
سلیم هستم از افغانستان.
Hi, my name is Evan, originally from the US, currently living in Bangalore, India.
Namaste, I am Vijay Baral from Nepal.
This is Farhana Parveen, I am from Bangladesh.
My name is Nek Mahmad, I'm from Afghanistan.
My name is Ishtiaq Hussain, I'm from Lahore, Pakistan.
جنسانسکریتی Center for Theater of the Oppressed.
من مرتضی قصی هستم از ایران.
Hi, my name is Shida Mahadi from Singapore and I'm a freelance theater practitioner.
Okay. You can come? Yeah. Maybe. Or maybe 1, 2, 3 is there. Okay.
You are a group? 1, 2, 3 group?
And 1, 2, 3, you can go there. This is actually a house. In each house, we have one person is there.
And person calling should play a character. He has to take a character. He cannot stand quiet. Huh?
هر فرد باید یک نقش رو بازی بکنه. نمیشه که خاموش باشه.
Okay. Who was in the middle? You are in the middle. So you call. Ready? Person. idea is to talk about oppression so that it cannot reach to that level of aggression. You see? But if you show the aggression, that means audience will get hopeless. You see? So you have to show some optimism in your character. You are not going to win. But in the last two plays, like for example the women's, two plays from the women, you can see that she's trying to go out. In the image they made, she's trying to go out. And when the husband is coming in their play, Zara's play, she's trying to come, no, you must consider my point. So they were actually negotiating. So that is important.
We invited participants from South and Central Asia since we have lots of common social, religious, and traditional values that are relatively similar to each other. At the same time, we also invited participants from Middle East such as Egypt because we have lots of religious and legal similarity. From regional perspective, Egypt is one of the most important and influential countries in the region. We invited them in order to create a space for sharing of experiences and explore ways for potential cultural, social, and legal collaboration.
Our question is this, do you relate the three images which we presented?
دکتر صاحب به سنت یا دین تعبیر کنیم که سایه داره و تحت استثمار گرفته تیاتر.
So, the one of the characters who's doing something like that, who is he?
You.
I think.
No,
activist. Activist, do you activist, theater, something like that. So we have seen the two characters, family, workers, lovers, and you. Give me your image. What he's doing? Oppressing. And in the last image, when we are there, what these three oppressed characters are trying?
خب این سه شخصیت چی طلب برای چی؟ دفاع together and دفاع کردن.
Thank you. Do you feel that this kind of thank you very much.
اون شخصی که در قدرت هست یا بقیه رو جایگزین کنه؟
So we will have a dialogue, we have the images. Now we have a small scene in which the three characters. You want to come as well? Yeah. Please, clap for. So tell me what you want. Which character do you want to take? Now we change the other character. Okay. Do we do this action? Will solve the problem or will initiate a new, bigger problems?
آیا باعث میشه که تغییر به وجود بیاد یا مشکلات بزرگتر بشه؟
Do you agree with this or not? Big problem. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. There is no place of violence in the TO. We want to find out the non-violent solution.
And I think that this topic is an intersection of many of the other things that we've discussed. When we talk about can theater impact policy, or is it for impacting attitudes, or is it for behavioral change?
First of all, we have to reduce the production cost of a TO performance. The second is, I can talk from my experience. When we started TO in 2000 and 1997, we decided at that time in Pakistan we will develop TO as a movement. We will develop the group and they will have their own identity and own recognitions. So they are independent groups, they are not interactive resource centers groups. And even then we can link with the region, it could be both, but maybe vice versa it can start, but we must focus on our each countries as well.
Last year they formed a platform of TO practitioners. Then didn't call me. Nobody accept me as a TO practitioner practice. And when we are going to practicing this process and we found that only forum can't continue, they have some limitation, then we pick another theater techniques. So sometimes they see our performance, they fuck me.
Discussions we had in our group, and it was about this current discussion, and I think especially after Boal passed away, about real TO and not real TO, and the competition that is happening, even to be Boal's successor, the new Boal, and I think that partially comes into play when you suggest a network. I love that idea, but I think we need to go way back first. We need to go back to the structure.
Anybody who came, he's a joker.
از دید وسیع هر کسی که فکر می‌کنه داره تیو کار می‌کنه داره تیو کار می‌کنه. That's a good one.
What else?
One of the most important part of Long Big Regional Conference is regarding Theater of Operas, in which we have TO practitioners from 18 countries sharing their own technical experiences, initiatives, expertise, working challenges and opportunities, such as political issues and institutional restriction and impact of TO in their own countries.
We have suggestions for 4 groups.
ما پیشنهاد داریم برای 4 گروپ.
Thematic suggestions.
و یه مفهومی هست.
Potentially we can invite another one if something is really urgent. So I will invite you to suggest something else in a minute.
دو از 4 تا اگر شما چیز جدید دارید پیشنهاد کنید.
The group is big enough to perhaps divide into 3 or 4 small groups.
ما هر گروپ‌های قوی داریم.
Of course, the focus on our conference, as we said, is on women's issues in the region.
اگر شما گفته بودیم که تمرکز ما در مورد حقوق زنان است، که ما یک پرکتیشنر هستیم.
So one suggestion for a small focus group of 3, 4, 5 people is TO and religion and culture in Asia.
اولین گروپی که ما داریم در مورد تئاتر ستمدیگان و مذهب و فرهنگ است.
The other one is a little bit more general, and it is TO benefits, challenges, doubts in the region.
موضوعی دومی که ما انتخاب کردیم مقدار خیلی عمومی هست در مورد تئاتر ستمدیگان، مفادات و چالش‌ها و همچنین شک و شبهه‌ای وجود دارند.
Women issues might come in, but it's not necessarily the focus.
و شما میتونید که مسئله زنان را در اینجا مطرح بکنید ولی خیلی لازم هم نیست.
The third one is one that
سومیش هست.
I have come across quite often recently because I get quite often emails from colleagues that I keep in touch with, and many of them describe that they're really tired of jokering day in, day out for many years.
قبلا اینا ایمیل‌های از دوستای خود دریافت کردن که ارتباط به او دارن.
So what we call joker fatigue, no? So joker tiredness.
و کسایی که مثلا این تحصیلگری میکنن یک مقدار موضوعاتی که ارتباط داره کار میکنن خسته میشن.
And so the question that I always use is how do we stay alive as jokers?
و ما چطور بناییم یک جوکر؟
I just want to ask how many people in this group do joke?
Okay, yeah, great. 9-10 could be a group, could be a group.
But I don't want to be that
joker است میشه یک گروپ.
But I don't want to be in that.
That's you can choose your own group. And the last one I want to suggest is of course our women patriarchy and TO in Asia.
Conference is the first of its kind initiative in Kabul. We hope that the regional dialogue in relation to women's rights is expanded in the future. We strongly believe that we need to explore ways for practical collaboration mechanism in Asian networks to be space for further exchange of expertise, experiences, and best practices on how to tackle the issue of women's rights across the country. Eventually, we expect that another regional conference is organized in another part of the region to support and follow up what we agreed on the promotion of respect for women's rights in the region.
That the people of Afghanistan are as much survivors as they are victims. I ask you to see Afghans in these lights as inspiring survivors and not hopeless victims.
Women's rights issue in Afghanistan unfortunately remains limited to the urban areas because for the majority of the Afghan population, women's rights is not yet a matter of urgency. The priorities of a majority of Afghan population includes security, shelter, income, which is exactly why the peace process has women's rights as a negotiable item on its agenda.
So I'm not here to teach anything, I'm here just to start creating the bridges of connections. I know you follow what happened in Egypt and other Arab Spring countries on televisions and social media, so I'm not gonna tell you that we had a revolution or we were in Tahrir Square, but I'm trying to look more into the details of the common challenges what we have.
Sometimes we see they are constituting some committees where they are inducting women activists, and most of them are quite alienated from the larger women at the grassroots level. So when they make policies, when they contribute their ideas, that doesn't come from the subaltern women really. So it's their own voice, it's their own perception.
The final declaration. The Afghanistan Human Rights and Democracy Organization is very pleased to announce the successful conclusion of a one-week regional gathering of the Theater of the Oppressed practitioners from Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Egypt, India, Iran, Kyrgyzstan, Nepal, Pakistan, and Singapore. The gathering aimed at sharing expertise and experiences, identifying challenges and learning best practices, as well as exchanging ideas on how to tackle the issue of women's rights across the continent. Through a combination of interactive theater workshops, performances, country presentations, and thematic focus groups, the participants learned about a wide range of critical issues. As the final outcome of this historic encounter, we agreed on the following actions: to promote the establishment of an Asian Theater of the Oppressed movement, with the aim of contributing to the collective struggle of the people of Asia in their search for peace, freedom, justice, participatory democracy, economic well-being, and in particular, gender equality.